All right, welcome to the weekly meeting there, kids. Um, I guess what I want to do first is talk about pip count. Pip count. Hola, bebé. ¿Qué pasa, pues?
Hola bebé, ¿cómo estás?
Te extraño mucho.
Sí, bebé.
All right. Share. We kind of went through this exercise sometime last week where we talked about how to calculate your lot size. And I know this might sound a little ridiculous, but I think this is probably some of the biggest struggles since we don't always trade the same thing. And for today's discussion, I kind of want to stick to pairs because they're the same. It doesn't matter who you trade with. So if you trade indices, that differs between, depending on what broker you trade with, or gold, depending on the contract size. But if you're trading pairs, this should be a standard practice. So is everybody comfortable with calculating lot sizes, and you understand how to calculate each currency pair's lot size? You're trying to trade a certain amount, like $1 per pip or $2 per pip. Is everybody comfortable doing that? Anybody who is uncomfortable doing that? Drop a 2 in the chat if you're uncomfortable, because I want to take the first portion of this to recap that. So everybody's good. Alrighty. So all right, since we're good on that, we will move right along.
Hey Todd, maybe some of the people who had the questions last week are not on the call yet, so maybe circle back. Or just do one just for video purposes. Because I mean,
yeah, I guess I could do one.
Yes, please, because we're not gonna say yay or nay in most cases.
Well, I have a problem with that, but that's cool. I'll do one. Just for the fact that we have the amount of people we normally have on the call. All right. So I want to calculate lot sizes, and I just want to pretend that we trade somebody's favorite Madia right here, Euro GBP. Of course, I'll never trade this, but let's say one of you traders are in a mood for a little pain, so you want to trade Euro, British pound. On the FX calculator, right? On the FX book app, there's a FX calculator. You go to Forex calculators, then pip calculator. It will bring you to a screen that has multiple assets. You just click one of them and it'll bring this page up right here. All this page is doing is telling you, I'm trading in USD. Some of you guys trade in the British pound. This is telling me what one lot size is going to pay you per pip. One lot size will pay you this amount every 1 pip. All right. So if I'm trading euro, British pound, this pays very well. You know, the problem is, how far is this thing going to move? All right. If you want to trade $1 per pip, when you look down this list, a standard lot is going to pay you $12.49 per pip. Way too much, right? A standard lot, 1 pip pays $12.49. A mini lot, you 24 cents heavy if you trade in a mini lot. One mini lot, a 0.10 will pay you $1.24. That tells me I have to deal in micro lots, right? A micro lot is $12, 12 cents. I'm just going to ignore the 49 behind it. A micro lot, every pip is going to pay me 12 cents. Okay, I don't want to insult anybody's intelligence, but 12 cents per pip is what we are chasing in this scenario. I'm going to pull up my Excel spreadsheet that I've written out here. I have on my Excel spreadsheet, I have a standard lot, I have a mini lot, I have a micro lot. We're going to pretend that there's a point, a decimal point right here. So I already know I don't need any standard lots. I don't need any mini lots. I'm going to be dealing with all micro lots, right? And I know that my micro lot is worth 12 cents per pip. Okay, I'm trying to trade $1 per pip. So obviously I got to take my $1 and I have to divide it by that 12 cents. It gives me, if I have $1, in fact, I can just do it here, I think.
Yeah, you just got to put the equal in front of it.
Put it in front, okay.
That's it.
Why does it give me the M?
Because just delete it.
Delete this?
Yep, just backspace. Okay. Just hit equal. You can do it a couple of ways. Just hit equal. Yep, you can do that. Divide some. Yeah.
I don't want to put this in there. I just want to, okay. Equal.
No, trust me. Okay, where you got the end, put a 1 right there. Where you have that 0, put a 1 there. All right, just go to the next bottom, go down one cell. Hit equal. Click on the $sign, the 1, click on the 1. Use your divide symbol, the slash. And then click on the 0.12. Well, you typed it, it's fine.
Oh, okay. No. So click on the
Click on
0.12.
that, and hit enter. Enter.
Okay, so that's what I got. And that's proper. If you do it in your calculator, you're going to get 8.33. So the lot size that I need, I don't need any standards. I don't need any minis. I need 8.33 micros. We can't use the 0.33. So in this case, we're going to need 8 micros in order to get as close as we can to $1 per pip. Now, if we want to check the math, if you do 8 times 12 cents, right? You're going to get 94 pretty much, because 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 2 is 24. Or I did that wrong. 8 times 12 cents, you got 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 2 is 16. So you have 96. You're not over your dollar. You're just below your dollar, but it's as close as you're going to get using that particular pair. Does that make sense? If you want to do it the easy way, you'll just take your where's the formula, or where's the page? I got to go back to that page. You want to do it the easy way, you'll take your $1
We
and
still see your Excel, Todd.
well, I know, but I just wanted to double check on the pricing. I mean, in this case, we pretty much did it for you. It kind of works out that you'll see the answer because we didn't have to switch between micros and minis. But in this case, the cheap way to do it was the way we had to do it anyway. You just take your dollar and divide it by that 12 cent, and it gives you your lot size, right? And or your 8 mini lots. So your lot size will be a 0.08. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Y'all sure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Does anybody need to see that again? Does anybody want to do it on their own? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Alrighty. Okay. Man, somebody invited the team. We got 21 people now, which is great. What I would like to do is, I know we didn't have very many order blocks. And the order blocks that we have, we aren't going to trade those for what we're doing. Have you guys looked at your charts? Have you guys looked at the pair that you'd like to trade next week? Drop a 2 in the chat if you know what you're going to trade. Drop a 2 in the chat if you know what you will trade. All right, okay, Kimmy.
So I'm looking at,
Can you share your screen,
okay,
please?
yes, I can. 1 second. So I have 3 pairs so far that I've marked out. So I'm gonna look at EA, GBP CAD, and GJ so far.
Okay, can you walk us through EA?
Yeah, so I started from the weekly and I fibbed from this high to this low here. And price came back into the 62%. We did break structure here. Let me add that. So we broke structure and we came back up into the 50 to 62. And I'm expecting us to head back down, at least take out this liquidity here, maybe touch this weekly OB. So if I go back to the 4-hour, we've broken structure here. So I'm kind of just waiting to see what price does, if it wants to retrace back up into this 50% before coming down, or maybe tap into this fair value gap before coming down. But I'm only taking it 100 pips down to this low here.
That's 100 pips from where it is, from where your position to
Yeah, yeah,
111.
111.
Okay. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you pull up the 2-week chart?
Yeah.
Do you have the zone marked from that? Can you fib that 2-week candle for me? I just want to see if that zone lines up with what you have marked.
So here. So it doesn't line up. And price already tapped into this OB, so I'm not
get it.
sure if it will
I
come back
get
up.
it, but I just can you just mark that zone up just to
Okay.
Edify me. I don't now drop to the 4-hour, please, because your purple line is a little bit short, but
The range line, the purple one?
yeah, the range. What do you have that range for? What does that range mean?
Well, this is just the 4-hour range.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. I mean, you can rock with it.
I mean, price could still come up here.
I think it probably will.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like this chart. Can you drop down to the hour? Maybe there is imbalance or something in that zone.
Yeah, this is a 1-hour imbalance right here.
Okay, but go higher than that. I'm interested in that zone that's above. That
Oh, okay.
the 2 weeks suggests that price might hit. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
All righty. I mean, I respect it. It's your analysis. And if it does go up there and break down, it's 100 pips.
Yeah. I mean, if it continues going up, I know not to get in. So,
Right.
yeah. And that's all for each.
So I got a question for you. While you there, so when you say, not to get in, and I'm doing this for, somebody might have a question. That's all I'm saying. So when it get up there to your next zone where you got your little peach box, not the small peach box, but the middle peach box. So you're going to be looking at it around that time to make your decision that, okay, it's gonna pass where I seen it going so I can get in for the sale move, and I'm gonna wait and see what it does here, whether we're going to the top to the next zone or we're gonna turn around and go back down. Just a question.
Can you repeat the question? I don't think I understood the question.
Okay, you see how you got your 3 peach boxes.
Yeah.
Your middle peach box, I would consider a zone, and your bottom peach box. Of course, your top is as well. But you said if it goes past, which I'm thinking you're talking about your smaller peach box at the bottom. If it goes past that, I know not to get in. So when you start watching the charts, are you going to just watch it to go up to your next zone if it passed where you're anticipating and see what it does there before you make your decision to go ahead and jump in for the sale?
Yes, I'm only looking for
Okay.
sales. So until I see a reversal, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, I just wanted to throw that out there in case somebody needed to be reaffirmed. That's how we looking from zone to zone. Let's see what our price is doing in that zone, and we'll know which move we're wanting to make. And if you have already decided, I'm only getting sales. So once it hit that zone, if it's not going down, I'm not getting in it.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, Todd, you can have it back.
Hey, actually, can you look at GC?
Why? You're trying to make fun of me and my pair?
No, I
I'm just
personally like
joking.
EC. I like that. I like it better than that EC. But when that EC, my second look at your EC EA chart or whatever that chart was, I like your middle zone better because it had an untapped 4-hour order block.
Yeah, I'm hoping it actually comes back up here. I would feel safer taking the sell from up here.
No dot, no.
GC, I'm kind of iffy about because I did another top-down analysis from the weekly and
Oh
it
my God.
started to look bullish. So
Oh,
I have a lot of stuff on this chart.
oh, yo, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
So I'm a little confused with GC. I'm gonna keep selling until it shows that it doesn't want to sell
But-
anymore. But
but-
I think it's probably gonna start reversing around this
Okay,
area
but how,
here.
that's a lot of pips down there. I mean, it's a lot of pips to get down there, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna stick to sells for now.
How many pips is that?
From
From-
where it is now.
From the unrealistic spot you have it selling from.
Oh,
that's-
103.
Oh, okay. That's what time frame are we looking at? 4 hour?
Yeah, this is a 4-hour.
I like it. Can we look higher?
Yeah.
Don't like it. Can we look higher?
Yeah. I went all the way up to the 3-week and
This is the
it
first
was
one.
still kind of iffy.
I think the 2 week, I like the 2 week, but I like
Yeah.
it to go further than you have it going. So
Further
this,
down,
yeah,
because it seemed like it was bullish.
yeah. Until it wasn't. Did it break your internal structure? Can make it because I can't. I mean, I can't.
On the
really-
4-hour, yes, it
No.
did.
Well, yeah, on the 4 hour, but it has to
Yeah.
break those structures before it can break the anything higher. So if you go back to that 2 week, to me the important here's, and this is just what I see. Again, this is the way I look at it. Can you make the candles bigger? You keep squeezing them down.
Oh, do you just want to see this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this as it having a bearish order block. And then it, like 2 weeks ago, price tapped into that bearish order block and sold back. Now, over the next 2 weeks, or actually last week and this week, I'm looking for price to continue pushing down and probably give you a bearish order block. If you go higher, like to maybe the monthly or a 2 month, I think price is going to turn here. Like you see how it's wicked out. You had a inside bar.
Yeah.
Is that green candle lower than that red candle right there? That bullish
This one?
order? Yeah. Is the bottom lower than that red candle?
Yeah, the bottom is here.
Okay, so maybe that's not an inside bar. It's a bullish order block, but to me it's fading at the same spot that this thing is faded out forever. I would anticipate price pushing down. I know it hasn't, and as Kim said, she would buy until you can't buy anymore, and I feel the same way. But you can get 100 pips on the sale. I just think it's going to go further than that 100 pips. Can you pull up the 3-month chart? I think I remember looking at this at the end of the quarter, thinking that it needed to pull back. Well, it already did. It already pulled back. So this is at a decision zone. It's going to have to do something. It's either going to have to buy up to break that high that it keeps wicking out, or it's going to have to sell down. But I do see where you can get your 100 pips with your sell, which is cool. For me personally, the only reason I would like this, I don't like EA. And this wouldn't be my first choice either. But I would probably trade this over that EA chart, if I'm being honest. I mean, but which one do you like the best? Like when you're picking your pairs, what do you base it off? What do you base it off of?
I base it off of clear direction pretty much and point of interest. And to me, EA actually looks cleaner than this, but
And that's all that matters. If it looks clean to you, then
Yeah.
um,
But this to me is just screams sell, at least for right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. But EA is my first choice. And then if that doesn't work out, then I'll probably start looking at GBP cat.
interesting. Interesting. All right. But you didn't like any of the JPY? You don't like those?
I just don't know what it wants to do. I mean, to me, they still look like they want to buy, but it would need to come back down some for me to even get in for the buy. So
Okay.
yeah.
All righty. That's cool. Appreciate you sharing.
No problem.
Who else wants to share what they're trading this week? Come on, Kai. Come on, Elfie. Come on, bye, Felicia. Brett, we I know y'all showed up.
You see what I'm doing, Kai?
Oh, hey, appreciate you guys. Hey, Kai,
Yeah, you said you
I
wanted
saw
to
your
pick.
little sister. Kai,
Yeah.
your little sister, how you doing here? It's probably not you for real.
Start with me. I would share my chart, but I can't.
It's all good. Come on, anybody. Jamali. Hey, who's Kiera? Kieria. I'm not calling on you to share your charts. I just want to know, are you new? Well,
Todd, I'll share if you want me to. I mean, if
please,
nobody else will
please.
go.
Yeah, please. Felicia said she's lying about being in the gym, but she's at Dunkin' Donuts.
Leave my friend alone. She at the gym. Hold on. All right. Let me share my screen. I like CAD JPY over anything, but I wanted to look at Chef JPY because it was mentioned last night on the call.
We want to see both. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I started marking this up a little bit ago, so I didn't finish. So I'll just tell you what I start
So
off
just
doing.
finish marking it up. That's
Okay.
what
Okay. So what I did was I first looked at it and I was like, all right, this is a monthly order block on Chef JPY. Price, and let me hide my stuff for a second. Okay, you have a monthly order block here. Price already tapped into that order block and it looks like it wants to start buying. All right, so I still fibbed it and I wanted to see where the golden zone, and I fibbed this incorrectly. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's redo. The monthly order block, but like I said before, price had already tapped into and sold down past the 88. So if you're looking at it from the monthly perspective, it looks like it wants to begin to buy. My 2 cents. And you can definitely correct me once I finish. So that's what I saw on the monthly. So then I went down to, excuse me, my mouse got a mind of its own. I scanned the 2-week. We have 6 days left in 2 weeks. So looks like we had a monthly bullish order block. We had the rally base rally. Looks like we're getting another bullish order block, but we have 6 days to go. So anything can happen there. So no direction for me there. I go to the weekly, and now on the weekly, it had a bearish order block last week. And so price is buying up into that bearish order block. Now, if I'm trading off of this bearish order block on the weekly, price tapped into the golden zone. So I'm gonna delete my monthly golden zone for right now. And we're gonna just worry about the weekly. So price tapped into the golden zone of the weekly order block, which we want. So it tapped into the 618. So now, depending on what price does for us next week in the first hour, is it going to buy up some more, maybe to the 78, or is it going to start selling? Let's say 2 weeks, 78, but I'm going to change it real quick. All right, could price continue to buy up to the 78 or begin to sell from this point? So it leads to equal lows, which where price is now, depending on what it does, equal lows is more than 100 pips that we are striving for. So when I go down to the 4 hour, let's see what we got going on here. The 4 hour, we have a bullish order block inside the golden zone. So in my thought process, I'm just going to fib just for kicks and giggles this bullish order block. To see where price is tapped into the 4 hour golden zone.
But hold
And
on, Selena. Where's the top of that fib at?
hold on. Oh, sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Thank you.
That's just you're fibbing the top of the green candle or the top of the red candle?
The green candle. My 0 is right here.
Okay. I'm just curious. I didn't know what you was doing.
Okay, so I'm basically fibbing the order block because the reason why I wanted to see it, if I'm looking at this now and the market is closed, right? Price is already tapped into, well, it hadn't quite tapped into the golden zone, but it went past the 38 to the 38. And a lot of times we see price turn around at the 38. So moving averages are down here, but it tapped into the 38. I just wanted to see, okay, where my 78 for the weekly is, it's way up here. So I don't think price is going to go there. It may go in this area, and I'll go down and see if I see some structure. There is a 4 hour imbalance here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said it's a huge imbalance.
Yeah. So here's an imbalance right here.
Then the 50% of that imbalance.
Yes, sir. I'll give it to you in a second. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do it this way first. All right, so here's my imbalance, the 50% of this imbalance. So if price bought up to here, let's see what we got, which is still below the 78. And the one thing I do like about me fibbing this order block here is because sometimes price will tap into the edge of an order block, of imbalance, and then turn around. So if we go to here, that's 51 pips, 50 some pips, do your math, however. If it goes up here at 69 pips, I can see price coming up here first, at least here, or coming hitting this 50% and then begin to sell. So for me, it's important to wait and see what that first hour gives us. Let me delete some of these fibs, and then I'll go down to the 1 hour. And then when I go down to the 1 hour, delete this fib too. All right, so on the 1 hour, I think there's still a small little imbalance here, or is it filled? I mean, it's a very small imbalance here. So for me, I just need to see what, I don't even think it probably ain't even that many pips. But this is basically considered to be a filled imbalance anyway. So I just need to see what price is going to, do. You have this high here. So I just need to see what price give me on the first hour for, Chef JPY. And, those are my thoughts on Chef JPY. Any thoughts, concerns? No comment? Okay. Nice talk, nice talk.
So Selena,
Yes, ma'am.
can you just show your chart one more again, please?
Yes, yes, yes,
I was
Okay.
talking.
It
That's
looks like this is, so you're looking to sell it down
Yes.
to then buy, so it's basically a sell to buy, yes?
No, see, last
Right.
week, this was a bearish order block. Week before last, it was a bearish order block, right? So we didn't
Right.
have a lot of order blocks this week. So we're looking for I'm looking for a God's plan or the follow through on our previous order blocks. So this was a previous order block from a couple of weeks ago. Last week, price did what it was supposed to do. And if
Mhm.
anybody got in on this and got this buy, they were able to get 321 pips to the golden zone. So now price is done what it's supposed to do on that first leg is to retrace. And
Mhm.
so now we're looking for it to do what this order block is supposed to do, which is to sell down. So that's why I said, depending on what the market gives us in that first hour, or maybe the first 4 hours, depending on where you decide to trade from, you want to see what it's going to give you. Because we've retraced, because what we usually do in a week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're waiting for it to retrace. And then Tuesday night, we usually get the week move. But in this instance, on the JPYs, it retraced all week and then it gave into the golden zone. So now we needed to do the sale. So now we needed to sell even to equal lows. And if it does that, like, like, hey, we don't need all these pips. We just need 100 pips or whatever your goal is. You get to 100, you move your stop loss into profit. And then whatever you get after that is gravy. So that's what I'm doing. So it's not a sale to buy. Last week would have been, I'm sorry, not a buy to sell. Last week would have been a buy to this week. Let me say that again. Last week would have been a buy to sell, but it bought all week. So now we're in that sale portion.
Mhm. Okay,
Oh,
got it.
yeah.
Can you zoom out a little bit, please?
You want me to zoom? Okay. You want to make it smaller? Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thank you, Elfie.
Thank you.
Can you do your cat Jappy?
No, cloud. Okay. So my COD JPY, I've already done a lot of stuff on this. So why does this little thing keep popping up? All right. So let me double check what I did so I don't confuse anybody. So real quick, let me recap. So once again, CAD JPY is the exact same scenario as Chef JPY. It did what we wanted it to do last week. There is a small imbalance in there on a lower time frame where we see it just tapped into it and clear. And for me, that's what I see with a lot of imbalances. Price to tap into it. I'm not saying it's going to retrace all the way down, but it'll tap, sell, then go back into it to fill it. But anyway, so my golden zone is correct on the weekly. Last week we wanted it to buy up. Now we're looking for the sell down of this move. I still feel like price would probably feel this imbalance on a lower time frame. I'll get to it in a second and go from there. So that's the weekly view. I marked my golden zone and I have my 78 mark. It's a little off. All right, so now let's go down to the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, we have this 50% of this. So we have a couple imbalances here. This is a small one, and like I said, price tapped into it, it began to sell down. So I'll look at the 1 hour in a second to see what kind of, do we have an order block or something right here? Price broke this structure, price could tap back, come hit this breaker structure here, begin to buy up, clear this imbalance, and then begin to sell down. Or price could, because the weekly 78 is here, price could continue to buy up to this imbalance, and then begin to sell down. So we just kind of got to see what price is going to do, because price could continue to buy up into this weekly order block before it sells. This is the weekly golden zone. There is a imbalance right above the weekly golden zone that it could buy into. So we just got to see what it does. So if I go down to the 1 hour, the 1 hour, once again, it's tapping into this 1 hour bullish order block here. So when price taps into here, I can really see it going in to fill this order block, or maybe continuing up here. So once again, on CAD JPY, I just need for it to tell me what it's going to do before I do anything. But it's possible to go here. But I really feel it's going to move here before it begins to sell for the week.
Can you just for giggles, just for kicks and giggles,
Mm-hmm.
can you do something for me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you fib the down move on the 4 hour chart?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ooh, yeah.
And it lines up perfectly, of course, with the weekly.
So is the 78, does that line up?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 78.
What does it line up with?
It lines up with the weekly 78. This is the fib, and this is the marking for my weekly 78. It lines up perfectly.
So I wonder, don't you wonder if price is going to go there?
Yeah, that's why I say with this 50% imbalance here, I feel like, but we have this small imbalance here. Price is already tapped it once here. So I feel like with this bullish order block right here, price is going to tap back into this bullish order block. And but I look at my moving averages. My moving average is above this, but the candle closed over it. So I feel pretty good that price is going to tap into this order block and then begin to buy up. It's going to buy up past this imbalance. It's definitely going to close it. So then the question for me is it going to bypass the golden zone of the weekly and tap into this imbalance before it begins to sell?
Okay. And the higher the better for me. So
Right.
if it's at that 4 hour 50 imbalance,
Mm-hmm.
or at the 78,
Mm-hmm.
how many pips is that?
From where to where?
From the 78 to the bottom. Because unlike you, Kimmy, and Kim, unlike y'all,
Yes, I've been quiet.
unlike y'all, I can read a chart. I love it. Shots fired. All right, so listen. I just got to push back on y'all's bum narrative to me.
Let me call my cousin.
I was talking to my girl Griselda yesterday.
And
Hey,
she your
hey,
girl today.
hey,
Okay.
yeah, because we made up. And my girl Grezzy, called my attention to that 3 month. Can you go to the 3 month because Grezzy wasn't playing around yesterday when she was schooling her brother on that 3 month. So can you spread that out so the people in the back can see it? And can you go ahead and identify that 3 month or the block hand that we tapped into over there? No.
Yeah.
Go to the other side. To the other side, Yeah. Okay, can you mark those wicks up? Just mark the wicks up for me. Because Grezzy trades zones.
Body to the
Yeah, no. I'm
There you
not
go.
talking to you, Kim.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Grezzy trades zones. So,
My bad.
Griselda told me to mark the wicks up and recognize when you get a tap in. Grezzy, this is what Grezzy told me, young. She said when it tap into that zone,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get an explosion the other way. I was like, Grezzy,
I don't
more
recall
specific.
Reggie
Hey,
saying that.
Kim, that
Oh,
ain't
my
got nothing to
bad.
do with you.
Okay, I'm
I said,
minding my
Grezzy told
business.
me that when you tap into that zone, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If it can't eat, it must retreat. So listen.
And
now-
that makes sense because that's the weekly 78. That's the 50% imbalance. So
Listen, I agree 1,000%, but what we're gonna see eventually, as this price break structure, you're gonna see all of these frames reversing. This is the first time that it's tapped in.
yep.
So eventually, I go to the 2-month. That's probably a 2-month order block right there. But the thing that seems to be ignored by yeah, that's a smart money. What's your girl in Canada? That's her order block. But the thing that we seem to be ignoring is that when we tap in, we're going to pull back. And even if we don't fall all the way to the bottom to 78, we're going to fall a great deal. We're not just tapping in. We're going to be pulling back. And it's telling us on those lower time frames. First, you get a 1-hour order block that pulls away, then a 4-hour. I mean, we're up to the weekly. We got a weekly bearish order block. So when we go back down to this weekly, I mean, we're selling, man. Like we got crashed and rejected. We're selling. And I don't know where we're selling to. Maybe it's just the base of this little cluster formation, or maybe there's a daily imbalance below that cluster formation. But I have to look at this as a sell, and I'm going to sell this to those lows, at least equal lows.
You have this weekly
400
imbalance right here.
Yeah. So that imbalance down that you have marked, to me, is that's the first stop.
That's 527.
Yeah,
pips.
I agree.
Here.
I can't unsee that. And I believe that we're going to get that. And then I can make a determination if we're going to go back and try to press that again, or is it selling? And maybe this, who knows, man? Maybe Monday we're going to get word that the Israel's, in that city they ain't supposed to be in, killing them kids again, and maybe that will be the reason. Or maybe, I shouldn't have said that, but listen, it is what it is, man. We'll see. All I'm saying is I think that that's where the move is going. And that's CAD JPY, but I think the rest of those JPYs are going to be cooking too. Cooking like, man, I just think they're going to cook. And we'll have to just wait to see. But I would like to see price go tap in and then sell down. How many pips is it up to that to your 4-hour imbalance? 50%, the 78, all that good stuff.
It's 140 some pips.
Oh my God. Okay.
And then it's 200 pips to the 78.
Okay.
You know where your mouse at.
All righty. Everybody has their own the way they view this, which is cool. And I'm not trying to discount any of the rest of the way y'all view this. I was just making my personal case on the way that I view this. And I really do appreciate that we have different I appreciate that that you and the two Ks, Kimmy and Kim, y'all have y'all's views. Because if y'all didn't have those views, I wouldn't see it. Like I wouldn't even be able to understand looking for buys. But I get it.
Okay.
I think there's strength in numbers when it comes to everybody having a different twist as to what can happen.
Agreed.
But I ain't gonna lie, me and Griselda did talk about y'all. Rosetta, like they must have been chewing paint chips. I like, hey man, I'd help them out, man. Best I can.
That sound more like Todd than Griselda.
No, I'll tell you, that was Rosetta. All right, who's next? Who's next?
Okay, Todd, this is Rosa. And okay, I'm trading US 30. So I want to share my screen and tell y'all how I'm looking at it. It ain't like y'all, but I want to
Let's
try to do it. Okay, so I never shared it before, but I'm gonna hit this button called share screen. I hope it
Hit it,
works.
Rosa. Hit it, Rosa.
Okay,
Go, Rosa.
okay, then I guess you hit share. Okay, and let me see. I'm gonna pull up my, okay, do you see my chart?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay. Okay, now I'm doing US 30. And what I do is I go to the weekly and I'm a reverser trader. Now I look at US 30 and I see it, for me, it's bullish. But what I do is I fill up that weekly candle, and those three lines are my 50, my 61, and my 70. So I'm just going to take it down to the 50. But before it goes there, because I think it's bullish, I think it's gonna go up there to where my blue line is, which is
Can you drop to the 4 hour so we can see it?
yeah, on the I think it was the 4 hour where I put.
Yeah,
Go.
I just want to argue, Rose. I just want to argue. I love
Okay.
it when
Okay, now because let me see. Why did I put that blue line there? Okay. And I squeeze over.
yes, ma'am. I like it a lot. Okay, that's
I
inbound.
put that blue line there because I see that imbalance right there. And I think that it may go up and hit that before it starts selling down.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be looking
let me,
for the pullback.
okay, I want to see where the swing low is. So can you like squeeze the chart down a little bit on the number side, the number side.
Roll on your numbers, Rosa, and pull them down.
Yeah,
Like,
pull the
roll
numbers.
down.
The
These
actual,
numbers.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, roll down. Go
yeah.
back on. Just roll down.
No, don't hit. Yeah, scroll down.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Hold it and pull the numbers down. No.
No.
Actually, on the numbers. Go to the numbers.
Now
Yeah,
scroll, there you go.
There you go. Now squeeze it together. Squeeze them. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Squeeze some more.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So I see this two ways, right?
Mhm.
I see this could sell from here and break the low, the low that's on the chart now. You see that wick down at the current low, the current. No, don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the wick down. Nope, all the way at the bottom, all the way at the bottom, all the way at the
Here.
bottom. Yeah, that wick, and there's a different low over there. Squeeze it if you squeeze your chart together. So the low that's just below that, the swing low that's below that green, yep,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I think that if we turn and burn, we could break those lows, and then if you break those lows, and let's say price comes to where you are now, because that's an imbalance. I see the imbalance over there. Let's say price comes to where you are now. If you mark this spot, like get a line or a ray or something.
I always just do like lines.
So
Okay.
go down a little bit, drag that line down just about halfway down that imbalance. Keep going right there. This is a rough estimate. Now fib from the very top to that line.
To the top of here.
Yep. I just want to see where the 78 retracement is. Is it if it's up? No, fib from the top to the bottom.
No. Okay. Okay,
but that would still be lower. That's your 88. Your 88 is up there where that blue line is.
yeah, that's the 88.
So that kind of makes sense too for me. I'm not I don't trade the US 30 all the time, but because we broke those lows and we pulled back a great deal, I think we could sell away and break lows and then pull back again to mitigate more of that imbalance if we break a new swing low. I don't think we have to go up there and get that top where your blue line is.
Oh, okay.
I think we can, but I don't think it has to happen. So I would personally look for a change of character. I think it will all line up with the dollar though. 'Cause I think the dollar is going to go bullish. So whenever that happens, I would kind of look at those indices and go,
But is the dollar going bullish, is buying to sell?
what do you mean? I think the dollar is buying to buy until it gets to 108. That's just what I think when I look at that dollar chart. The dollar's at 105 now. How long will it take to get to 108? Like, will it go up to 107 and pull back again? Will it go up to, 107.50 and pull back? I don't know. I'm just looking at this chart. I'm thinking that that we will get a sale this week on the US 30, on the indices and on gold. When I looked at gold looked like it was tapping in. It pushed back up to tap into this bearish order block too. I saw NAS last week looking bearish. I think they're all ready to sell down. If you look at the monthly order block, they've all pushed up where they need to have pushed up to. And I think that they could be setting up for a sale. So maybe the first 2 days this week they buy. I don't know. I'm just looking at that area, and saying that it doesn't necessarily have to go that high, because it could sell down to break a swing low and then buy back up to retrace again.
See, that's my problem. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, because sometimes what I usually been doing was like on Sunday, okay, I say it's gonna sell, and I just hit it right there for my sale to get it. And then it goes, way up.
I ain't just hitting it. So I think you have to wait for a change of character on your, or however you trade. A break of structure, it's a change of character, or whatever on your time frame that you need to see it on. Like once your pair gets in the zone, right? This is probably a zone for you, I'm assuming, because it's pulled back, probably 78% or 78% of the monthly pullback range anyway. So to me, it's in a sell zone, but I need to see a change of character on on whatever time frame you need to see it on. If you're looking for a short sale, maybe you just need to change the character on the 15-minute. If you're looking for a longer sale on the hour, if you're looking for a even longer sale, you want to see it on the 4 hour. So it just depends on the way you're trading. Like how you want to hold this for how long?
Just to the 50, because I'm gonna do a lot size, like I have an amount I want. And when it gets to the 50, but I think it's gonna go lower, but I'll just say I'll take 50 of it and be satisfied.
Yeah, but that's a great, you're doing a 50 of that weekly candle. So I would probably wait until I get a 4 hour change of character, a 4 hour break of structure, and then it pulls back. Because if you get a lower level break of structure, then the price blows back on you, you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
What else? I mean, we have US 30 traders in here. Leandra, Kimmy, Cuckoo. What do y'all think?
Did Kimmy Cuckoo? So so there are several areas of supply that I see. Prices already cleared the top of that order block, and it is approaching where your blue line is, another area of supply, right?
Yes.
So I would definitely wait for price to get to that zone and look for a break of structure, change of character, however you want to call it. And then wait for the pullback to get in for the sell. Because I heard you say you just never know. But if you wait for price to change directions, then that's when you know.
But
And then
do you agree she needs to wait for it to change on the 4 hour? If she's
I
trying
mean
to
the 4
all get
hour,
in?
the 4 hour is better. The 15-minute can kind of give you some like false
Right, it'll just sell
false
down to
moves.
maybe a 1 hour imbalance or something.
Yeah. So definitely a 4 hour would be better. I would be looking at it on the 1 hour, but you know how I like you know me. I need a break. I need to see a break, like a break. So so yeah. So are you in a buy or are you in a sell?
No, I was in it all last week and I was in the buys and I made money, but now I say, and I got out with my money. And now I'm
Okay.
saying, for this week, I'm
That's
looking for,
run, Rosa, run
Rosa.
with your money.
What?
Yes.
Rosa said she looking at that Cadillac V2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But now I'm ready to catch the sale going back down. But I
So
know
yeah,
I need to.
I would definitely wait for price to get to the blue line, because I believe your blue line on the higher time frame was from like a order block from the body, from the like the close of the bodies. So yeah, I would definitely wait for price to get to that blue line, set you an alert, and then see what happens at that zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because yeah, this my
Oh
my
yeah,
alert right here. I had an alert to be for it to go.
because if I'm
I'm
looking at so to your left, you see the violated order blocks right there where you have your blue line. Over to the left a little more, up, right there, right? That's when price initially started breaking structure to the downside. And it violated that bullish order block, and price never came back to retest that violated order block.
Yeah.
So that is probably where price is going, where your blue line is. So that's why I'm loving the blue line.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna stop share. Okay. All right. I'm done.
Thanks, Rosa.
You're welcome.
All right. Who's next? You got time today? Come on, Yizzo. Ghostbuster TT. Alpha Mina. All right, so everybody know what they're trading?
I think so.
Are we picking our own here this week? Can you hear me?
Okay. What you trading?
I haven't made my mind yet. I'll make it up when I get off.
No, don't worry. We'll tell
Yeah,
you.
we think.
Okay. What is that? You want me to post it?
All right, guys.
Oh, Kai not talking to us.
No,
sorry.
she's talking to,
She working. She working.
I appreciate everybody for, sharing. 'Cause sharing is caring.
I'm gonna post,
I'm sorry, Kai, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you unmuted on accident.
I think y'all was in my headphones. I was talking to y'all,
Oh,
but,
okay.
I was asking whether we train our own pairs, so I put
No.
mine in the chat
No, we're
when I'm
not.
done.
We're not trading our own, but
Okay,
I do, I mean, all the input is great.
all right, I'll post mine when I get done.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank y'all.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. That was it, short and sweet.